preserved, then obviously you couldn't resurrect. You went out of existence. You didn't get to make it to the next world. The Egyptians didn't have a concept of hell. There was either continued existence or out of existence, no existence.
When a body was brought to the embalmers, they produced sample statues in wood, painted to resemble the deceased. The best and most expensive was life-sized and brightly painted. The second best was somewhat inferior and less expensive. And a third statue was the least expensive. After pointing to these differences in quality, the embalmers would ask which of the three was desired. The relatives of the dead man agreed on the price and then would depart, leaving the embalmers to their work. The embalmer's shop was known as the Tent of Purification. It was there that the most elaborate process of mummification was performed. It was a process that lasted 70 days and began with the dehydration of the body.
The artificial mummification was basically dehydration. That was the most important thing. The first thing was they had to remove all the soft organs in the body.
A scribe would mark the body where the incision was to be made.
Then the one called the slitter cuts the flesh with an Ethiopian stone and at once takes to flight, while those present set out after him, pelting him with stones, heaping curses on him. For in their eyes, everyone is an object of general hatred who applies violence to the body of the same tribe. Diodorus, Greek historian, 59 BC.
The embalmers, who were highly regarded in Egyptian society, gathered around the corpse. Then one of the men would thrust his hand into the open wound.
Through an abdominal incision, a very small abdominal incision, the liver, the kidneys, the intestines were removed because they're moist, and you had to get rid of moisture.
After this, they filled the cavity with the purest bruised myrrh, with cassia, and every other sort of spicery except frankincense. Herodotus, Greek historian, 450 BC.
Also, the brain was removed, and that's the thing that's the most difficult, and perhaps for which the Egyptians are the most famous. They removed the brain through an incision in the nose. They went in through the nose, broke through a bone called the ethmoid bone, which is basically behind your eyes, into the cranium. And then with a long hook tool, went inside and removed the brain